Hi guys, welcome to today's class. In today's class, we'll be learning how to create this very simple and beautiful flyer design on our smartphone. My name is Rosemary Oka, I remain your tutor. Let's get started. So the first thing is to create our background and ensure we are right on track. So we'll be using a gradient color for this design. The gradient is already ready here, but I'll show you how I did it. Now this is how I placed the various colors in the gradient. Now these are the color codes. This is the first color code that I used. Then this is the second one that I used. So you can just copy them if you want to use them for this, if you want to use the same exact color for your design. Great. So the next thing we'll be doing is to import our various elements we'll be using for this design. So we'll be importing various elements we'll be using. So we'll be using this element. So you can see that the arrow and the Bitcoin symbol is placed to the right, but we'll be changing it to the left because this is how we want to use this in our design. So this is it. Then we'll import other elements we'll be using too. Just scroll down to get the various elements we'll be using. Okay, we'll be using this, and just the same we did to the Bitcoin. The last element we uploaded, we'll be doing to the same Bitcoin, so we'll just take it to the left too. Then we import the image we'll be using for our background. Let's quickly get that. We'll be using this image, and we're just going to crop it out by using the 1x1 crop tool and place it directly here, then increase the size so it fits properly into our background, using the relative positioning to ensure it's properly balanced. Then we're going to reduce the opacity of this image to about 3. So we just want it there in our design, but we want it very low in our design. Then we're going to lock it and take it to the back, and boom, so we can really get started to our work. Now we'll be making a copy of this because we'll be using it in 2 different angles. So just make a copy and take one here, and this other one, increase the size a bit and take it here. Let's increase the size a bit, and we'll take it here and lock both of them respectively. Now the next thing is to add a shadow to this element right here. Let's increase the size a bit. So we're going to add okay, let's reduce it so it's not so big because of what we'll be doing. So we're going to add a shadow effect on it. So how we're going to add it is by going to shape. This is a rectangle shape. We'll reduce the opacity a bit and change the color to black. Let's play with this. Let's increase the opacity. Then the stroke would increase the stroke. Then the blur radius, we're going to increase it. Okay, let's reduce the opacity of this. Let's reduce it so we can have a perfect shadow effect. Good, so this would work as our shadow. Just increase it. You can still play with it a bit, just the opacity completely. Okay, this would work just fine. So this is our shadow effect, but we're not done. We're going to opacity and reduce the opacity, so it's just like a faint shadow, a very faint shadow. You can see it right there, very faint. We'll reduce the opacity again. It's very faint. We'll be taking this to the back of this element. You can see the shadow effect. Okay, let's lock this so we can touch it. But we're going to reduce it again. I'm not really feeling it here. Okay, I think this is just good. This is just good for the shadow. Okay, so the next thing for us to do is to import a shape, a rectangle shape. So we'll be using this shape to work. Okay, this is just perfect. But with this means we'd have to reduce the size of this element so they don't get to interfere with one another. So we take it, just adjust it, then reduce the size of this. Let's just reduce the size. Okay, I think this is just okay. Then reduce the size of the shadow as well. So let's reduce the opacity again. It's still not working for me right now. Okay, this is just perfect. Great. So I'll be showing you a very simple trick right here, a very simple trick. But before then, let us import another rectangle. This would contain the contact details. It's going to contain the contact details. Okay, we have this, and we'll move this upwards a bit. Now we're going to reduce the size. Okay, this is just perfect. Then the other copied, okay, this isn't it. The other copied Bitcoin would come upwards a bit like this. Yeah, just like this. Now you can see we are working, we're going real fast. Now I'm going to show you a very simple trick that will give you a glass morphism effect. What we're going to do is that we're going to save this image separately. This rectangle, we're going to save it separately, and we're going to save the background of the entire work separately. So let's do that. So first we'll just lock this, make it invisible, then we'll save this image. Let's save it. Make sure you're always saving with PNG and Ultra. Great. So after saving this, we'll come ahead and open this, then lock is opened. Okay, yeah. Then make the other elements in this work invisible. So the background, just make it transparent, then save again. And good. So we'll be going to another. Okay, before then, let's just open and get back to our work. Color. So everything is back on. So we'll be going to a tool. I'll be showing you where you can easily blur your work, because we're going to be getting a glass morphism effect. We're going to be using a glass morphism effect for this particular design. So guys, this is a tool we'll be using, pinetools.com/blur-image. That's the full URL, but the tool is Pine Tools. With this Pine Tools, you'll be able to blur your image to different effects that you want, the type of blur you want. Is it very minimal? Is it much? So this is what we'll be doing. So we're going to choose File and import our image that we'll be using. So this is the image we'll be using, the image that we want to blur. Now there's the radius part here would give you how well you want your image to be blurred. Do you want it very blurred? Do you want it just put the number that you know how well you want the image to be blurred. That's the essence of this. Then when you're done, just click on blur and your image will be blurred. Good. Now you can see the image has been blurred. Now you save your image, just click on PNG and your image will be saved and you can download it. And that's how you can use Pine tools to blur your image. So after blurring your image, we'd come back to our work. Now the next thing, we'd delete this because we wouldn't be using it anymore. We'll delete this, then import the image that we saved earlier, the rectangle image that we saved earlier. We're just going to import it. So this is the image right here. Just going to import it. You can see this is the rectangle element that we saved. So you're just going to increase it to 100. It's going to take the exact shape as it was before. Then go to texture. The blurred image that we downloaded, the image that we blurred, you're going to use it as a texture for that particular text, for the particular shape rather. You just click on it and boom, you can see the glass morphism effect. We're going to play with it a little bit. Just going to play with it a little bit. So go to inner shadow, then click on white. Just want to give it a glass feel. So we're just going to play with this a little bit. We're going to play with it. So it totally depends on what you want and how you want your glass to feel. So we could do this. We could do something like this. Or we could just leave it as like this, just playing with it and giving it that glass feel. Then we can add a little bit of shadow to it, a very little bit of it, using the opacity. Or we might not, just leave it as it is right here. Then we're going to lock this. I'm going to lock it just like this. So the next thing for us to do is to import the text we'll be using, the brand name, the contact details, and all. So you can see that the design is becoming more and more interesting. So let's just quickly do this. So mail, we're going to impute the mail first. We use 123 abd@gmail.com. So we use the font Montserrat semi-bold. Then we reduce the text to about 25. It will work just well. Yeah, we could use this, or we can increase it, but let's use this. Then let's lock this particular element, this rectangle here, so it doesn't disturb our work. Just copy it because we just have to change in serious henceforth. Okay, we can just do this and let this go. Then we'll come to the services that the brand offers. So the first is forex trading, lessons, daily 69 signals, weekly 600 peeps, monthly 5,000 plus peeps, fundamental signals, technical signals, no investment. So these are the various services that the brand offers. Now we're going to increase this and increase the line spacing so they wouldn't be joined together. Then we're going to increase the size to about 30. To 30. 30 is just good. then would impute our various so we'll be imputing the text director, the text pointer director. So we'll be imputing it. We'll be using this. Then we'll reduce the size to about 3. This is it, 3. Then we're going to zoom in. This would ensure that we are seeing exactly what we are doing. And we're going to make a lot of copies because we want it in all of the text to copy. So to ensure that you are doing all the text or the pointers are the same, they are aligned, just move one and put on the other to ensure that they are the same. This will make it easier to get the alignment. Then we copy. I'm still going to make a lot of adjustments, but for now, let's work with this. Okay, that's great. Copy again, repeat the same process. You can see that they are looking aligned. This is because we aligned it to the first before taking to the others. Okay, so we're just going to do this again here. And take to the bottom, copy again. Take downwards. Copy again. Repeat the same process. Okay, that's it. So this is how you can easily do this. And boom, you can see that it is looking just very well. But we're going to take this to the middle, each and every one of this, so it doesn't look, we don't want its edge aligned, we want it centered aligned. So I'm just going to move it to the middle. Oh, I think I moved something else. Okay, I picked something else, hence the rectangle was moving alongside. Okay, yeah. Okay, I get what I'm moving. I'm not supposed to pick this, which I'm doing. Okay, I'm just going to do that again because I know it was moving. Okay, I was picking this, yeah. What the text are 1, okay. Alright, this is well aligned to the middle now. So the next thing is to copy this and impute the service they are providing, our service we are providing. This is exactly the way the client wrote it. I put it right here to the middle, reduce the line spacing, reduce the line spacing, great. Then align it to the middle of the box, and boom. Note that the text and the box are not properly aligned, so I'm going to do that now for all. The text and the box are not properly aligned, so take it downwards. Now you can see the balancing. It is well balanced now. So the next thing we'll do is this is the contact details. Just impute a phone number, Telegram channel, just put lane trade, and we align this So next is to impute the icons, the email icon, WhatsApp icon, and Telegram icon. So let's quickly get that. This is for Telegram. Let's get for WhatsApp and email. Okay, we'll use this for email. Then let's get for WhatsApp. WhatsApp. Okay, here we go. Get this for WhatsApp. And the next thing is to align this icons to the text, to the various text. So we're going to reduce the opacity, the size of the icons to about 4. All the icons to 4. Okay. So 4. And great. So the first we'll start with WhatsApp because it's at the middle. We align it to the middle. Align it to the middle. Okay, perfect. Then we'll do same with Telegram. Okay. Then we'll do same with email. Just make sure that the icons are close to their individual text. Now you can see there's a huge space between here and here, so we're going to effectively align this. So we'll move the Telegram icon to the far right. Okay, then the WhatsApp to the middle. To the middle. Let's see, adjust it a little bit because the space between here and here is too much. This is why you need to apply the principles of design. Proximity is very important. So let's take WhatsApp. Let's take it a little bit. Let's move it a little bit to the right. So there's a balance. Okay, that's just perfect. Now the next thing for us to do is to impute the brand name. Let's copy this. Lane Trade. Is this? This is just a name. This isn't the brand name originally. So we're assuming this is the name of the brand. We're just going to play with this, align it to the middle, then apply some stroke, some yellow stroke, reduce the stroke width to 1, apply a little bit of shadow, reduce the opacity, reduce the blur radius, then reduce the line, line spacing so it's not so wild. Okay, then reduce the size of the text, and you can just keep it right here. So guys, this is how you can create a very simple flyer design on your smartphone. Very simple, very beautiful. We can make a lot of adjustments, but this is how you can do this on your smartphone. Very easy and go to. With your smartphone, you can be creating very, very beautiful and creative flyer designs. I hope you learned something from this. I'll see you in the next class.